Welcome to Access Sportsnet. Lakers brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Chris McGee, Derek Fisher, Big Game James Wood. We got Mike Trudell down there at the arena. The Lakers with a huge Game 1 victory over the Houston Rockets. A great defensive performance, guy. They keep the Rockets minus KD under 100 points. Efficient offensively, guys. 61% from the field, 53% from three. Great Luke Kennard game, 29 assists. But we talked about this all week, and here's the key. Would they have enough offensively without AR and Luka? Balance tonight, Big Game James. All 5 starters contributing with at least 14 points. Contributions off the bench, and they get it done 107-98.
Great performance at home, Gita. Game 1, the Lakers established something that they held on to for the last month and a half or so, and that's just good chemistry. Regardless of the guys that were out, they had, good rhythm. The defense had picked up, and I think, in this first game tonight, they did a pretty good job of collectively, doing what they had to do to win the game. Houston shot 93 shots. They were 39 of 93. The Lakers had 66 shots. The one thing that worries me is the 23 offensive rebounds. That could bite you in the future. But overall, collectively, I thought they did a really good job. Luke Kennard, what a presence he was in this game.
I mean, really quality win considering the circumstances. Obviously, Kevin Durant, changed things at the last minute for the Rockets, but the Rockets team, they're a good defensive team. And so even with Durant out, defense still travels. A lot of their guys that are the gritty, tough defensive players still played in this game. So to shoot the ball 61% from the field, to be able to get the quality of shots that you got against a good defensive team without 2 of your best offensive players, that's something that you can build on as this series goes on, that you can get the type of shots that allow you to shoot good percentages. And then the second thing, you started with the Lakers defensively, that can travel as well. Of course, Kevin Durant will change everything whenever he decides to return or can return. But the Lakers defensively were locked into the game plan and got the job done.
LeBron just 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double. He's with Mike Trudell.
All right, LeBron, nobody's done this more than you. Nobody knows what it takes to win playoff games. How did you get it done in Game 1 tonight?
You got to be able to keep your composure. Playoffs is all about runs, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of obstacles. You got to be able to keep your composure and stay even keel. And with the game plan is in place, you got to execute that.
I know in the past you've said sometimes Game 1 can be a feel-out game, but did you guys have to ramp it up a little more, just given how short-handed you are, to make sure this went the way you wanted?
Yeah, we understand the circumstances that we're in, so we don't have time to wait around, especially versus a hard-playing, well-coached team like Houston. So it was a good first test for us. So we know the intensity now, so we should be ready again on Tuesday.
I know you let the game determine where you're going to fill in, where you're going to focus your efforts. 8 assists in the first quarter. Was there anything that you saw about the way they were playing or how you wanted to get your guys going?
Yeah, I won't really get into that because I don't want to give up the game plan of what I see out there. It's a long series, but my guys was able to put themselves in position, and it's my job to get on the ball in the right possible position to either catch and shoot, catch and finish, catch and drive, make a play. So my teammates were great.
You've known about Luke Kennard for a long time, going back to those Ohio connections. What did you see from him tonight?
Just poised, ready for the moment, and we need everybody to step up, and he stepped up big time. I think it was 5 of 5 from the three-point line. Every shot was timely shots as well, especially in the fourth quarter, and gave us another ball handler. Obviously we're missing 2 of our key ball handlers with Luka and AR out, so it's great to have him.
All right, go get some rest.
Absolutely.
There you go.
All right, thank you, Mike. And check this out. This is in Lakers playoff history, 100% on three-pointers made with at least 5 attempts. Big shot. Rob did it. He was 7 for 7 in 1997. Byron did it in the 91 West semis. He was 5 for 5 at 27. And Luke Kennard goes for a playoff high, 27 points, 5 for 5 from the three-point line. He had 3 big ones in the fourth. And what an incredible performance, Big Game, by Luke.
Yeah, when we signed him, we got a legitimate 3-point shooter, but I don't think a lot of people knew of his ball handling skills, his savviness, his diversity in the game. He's not just a three-point shooter. He's a basketball player, Dieter. Ambidextrous right there. You just saw the little right hand. Smart player. He kind of has some leadership quality in this game tonight for this team. So when he's clicking and he's getting opportunities like that, and he was just put on a great show, and I'm sure it's something that the Rockets weren't expecting. I know they know he's a good shooter, but his versatility and what he presents, especially in tonight's game, was on point.
Yeah, I mean, the added parts to his game, it's one thing to be a really good shooter off the catch, moving off screens, etc. But he has a confidence to his game, even when he's making decisions off the dribble. Like, he's just really confident, calm, has a great understanding of the game, and just hadn't seen him play enough. I mean, obviously, he was in Atlanta, Memphis previously, etc., but hadn't really seen him play enough to understand how many more things were in his game. And it's almost a blessing that we're getting to see this with Austin and Luka out, because fingers crossed they are able to return at any point. Like, the more guys you have that are versatile and that can make good decisions with the basketball, that's what makes you a really difficult team to cover in the postseason, especially.
Can a run like this that he's having change a narrative on a player?
It can. It can make you a lot of money in this league too, Geets. Like, it's to be a great shooter is one thing, but when people really start to see you as just a good basketball player, more teams are now interested in how you could fit in with their personnel. And so him having this runway and this opportunity on a big stage like this, it's extending his career and his journey, to be honest.
Balanced scoring from this Laker team as we look at all 5 starters, guys, with at least 14 or more, and such efficiency. LeBron, of course, with the 19. Marcus Smart, the 15, Rui, the 14, DeAndre Ayton. We'll get to him in a moment with a big game, 19 points, 11 rebounds, and of course, Luke Kennard leading the way with 27 points. I want to talk about LeBron, guys, because the way he started this game, and we talked about it all week, at 41 years of age, year 23, this was nothing new to him, to lead a team into the playoffs and to be the primary guy when you start in a game 1. No one's played more playoff games in the history of basketball than LeBron James. His first quarter line, James, I love. 2 for 2. 8 assists.
Yeah.
The most assists he's ever had in a first quarter in a playoff game. And he ended up just 2 rebounds shy. 19, 13, and 8. And you look at the fourth, when they needed buckets, there's LeBron with 9 fourth-quarter points, 4:05 from the field.
Yeah, that's the bus you want to get on. You want to catch a bus, and his teammates got on. But LeBron, he was explosive early. He knew that he had to show some leadership and some intensity and, some pace to get his teammates going. And I think he did a hell of a job with the 8 assists early. Very physical, just very smart, and just taking control of the game. But mostly importantly, involving his teammates, because he knows how important it is to have a Luke Kennard, a Rui, and to get Ayton involved. And he did that early, and I think that's what set the pace for them going forward.
Big game. Stick with me here, and I want you to jump in at any moment. Like, LeBron's athleticism over the course of his career, he's been one of the most dynamic, electric players we've ever seen and will see. We could say this is his Magic Johnson era right now, though.
Yeah.
Where, like, maybe the athleticism has dipped a little, even though he's still finishing a lot of plays above the rim. But to be able to go out in, like, 19 points, 13 assists, 9 rebounds, understanding first quarter, I'm going to get everybody involved, I'm going to get us out on the break, I'm going to get my shooters some rhythm, and then finding pockets where, oh, yeah, I'm going to score. I'm going to hit you with a little jump hook. I'm going to hit you with a mid-post turnaround jumper. Like, to me, watching Magic and watching you guys, like, the way he can just manipulate and control the game without necessarily being the fastest or the most athletic, it's not a downgrade to say that at this stage in LeBron's journey, it could be like a Magic Johnson era where you can still win championships with a guy like him leading the charge.
Spot on. There's no question about it. Spot on. Magic was asked to do a lot of things. Now LeBron is being asked to do, those things as well. But the control of the game, I think that's what I'm hearing. The control of the game, being aware of the moments in the game when he has to score or when he has to get people involved, when he has to rebound, when he has to verbally speak to his teammates. He's doing all of that. That's a great example, great point about Eric, because that's what he's doing now. At 6'9", whatever, 265, dominating the game. Magic went in the post in the latter part of this game when he had to. LeBron that's a great example, Fish.
Yeah, we talked all week about DeAndre Ayton as well, and what a great first playoff game he had in a Laker uniform with 19 points and 11 rebounds. Time to hear from Coach J.J. Redick, brought to you